Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Android 11 and OxygenOS 11 on the OnePlus 8 Pro. This is not the stable version of Android 11 but the developer preview 3 and our first look into OxygenOS 11. There have been some mixed opinions regarding OxygenOS 11 and how it is very similar to Samsung's One UI. So for me, is it fast and smooth yet? Yes, it is. It is faster than One UI. It is faster than any Android skin which is out there. Very closer to stock Android with some subtle tweaks like the dark mode, which can be set from sunset to sunrise finally, which I really appreciate. Before we move on, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified. With the new software, you also get these two new wallpapers, the one which I currently have on my screen and the next one is the live wallpaper. Nothing great, but I like this one. Android 11 does pack a few more features like an improved dark mode, the new notification panel. So basically you can segregate your notifications in terms of conversation or app notifications, etc. The next is my personal favorite, which is notification history. Now, at least with me, there have been a couple of instances where I have just swiped off notifications, especially on Android, and I did not know which app has given them. So a notification history definitely helps, and according to me, it is a brilliant feature. Apart from that, there is a native screen recording which is available with Android 11. Nothing impressive, all the OSs have it. OxygenOS also did have it. Resizable picture-in-picture windows. That is something interesting which we'll be seeing in the latter part of the video. Apart from that, a nearby file sharing app which has already been out and released. Many people are also using it. It's comparable to what iOS's AirDrop is, but this will be only for Android. Do let me know what you think about Android 11 down in the comment section and also about OxygenOS 11. I would love to hear from you guys. Now let's talk about OxygenOS 11 and its similarity to the One UI operating system. So there is a clear similarity and I would not deny that, but I don't mind it either. And I like the one-handed operationality of the entire operating system. Speaking about operationality, they have completely redesigned the apps. As you could see, the dialer pad, contacts, everything has changed. They have introduced something known as new AI-powered messaging, which is basically segregating your messaging into your banking, financial messages, your offers, etc. So this change is there in every OnePlus app. Right from messaging to the calculator, even the settings app, everything has been changed to adopt this one-handed operationality. Going into Android 11's Easter egg, it is back in the developer preview 3. About that table, do let me know in the comment section below if you know what the table does. Let's talk about some more OxygenOS changes like the weather app. The weather app has also been redesigned. It is still by the weather channel but has been redesigned and it looks much more cleaner. I think it has got an iOS feel to the weather app, but that just must be me. Apart from this, there are no significant changes as such. It is still the fast and smooth One UI. Sorry, OxygenOS. I guess such mistakes will keep on happening. Talking about more features and changes to the UI, there is a new font which is the OnePlus Sans. Now I like the default Android font, but the earlier OnePlus Slate font was better than this one, according to me. Do let me know what you think. They finally introduced the always on display, which is a great addition to OnePlus. It has never been there on OnePlus smartphones, so good to have it now. And along with this, you can still change the accent colors, the icon packs and the system icons, so that's still there. So OnePlus has changed the default color scheme to the red and black. Personally, I am going to stick with my blue color which I had earlier. I like that much better than this. Maybe in the final version it looks a little better than this. All the settings are still there which were there on Android 10, so they are all still there. Nothing different. You still can have a Quad HD Plus display and a 120Hz. Talking about the always on display, this is the insights which I have selected. It tells you how many times you've picked up the phone and what is the duration of the time you've used the phone. So I like the way it shows the time and has the fingerprint sensor, icon, etc. But otherwise not paying attention to that line. Maybe it'll become better when the final version comes out. Now let's look at the list of features which we spoke about in the earlier part of the video. I'm going to start with the notification part. So the notifications have changed. As I said earlier, you can now segregate the notifications, and this one, my personal favorite, the notification history. Amazing. It should have been there on Android since a very long time, but nevertheless it's there now. You can have bubbles with respect to your chat conversations on messages as well as other chats like WhatsApp, etc. when WhatsApp supports it, like what Facebook Messenger has. So that's a good feature. Let's look at the resizable picture-in-picture mode as well. Now it does not resize like what we have seen on iOS 14, but it is not as bad. Though it does not minimize itself, iOS 14 does it smoother and better, but it is still there, and I appreciate that you can resize them. You can even resize video calls on apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Duo, and other such video calling apps. Talking about video apps only, so you can do it on YouTube as we are seeing it. You can even do it on Prime Video, Netflix, etc. On YouTube, you need to have a premium account to have this feature on. Compared to iOS 14, this picture-in-picture cannot minimize itself on the home screen. So when it is in the picture-in-picture mode, it cannot minimize itself, which I prefer, because if you would want to look at the entire screen, you have to completely take the picture-in-picture out and then again redo it, which is kind of cumbersome. The other feature is these device controls, which is available in the power menu. Now this is not currently working, maybe because it is the beta version, it is not working, and it will work in the final version. Just to be sure here, I have even tried playing PUBG on this and it does not work. The maps do not download. So for all my gamer friends out there, disclaimer, if you are on the OnePlus 8 Pro and would want to daily drive the Developer Preview 3 of Android 11, please do be careful. For everyone else, should you be daily driving this? My recommendation is no. This version is extremely unstable and I would be reverting back to Android 10 and Oxygen OS 10 as soon as I upload this video. This isn't the final build, as I said earlier. I'll be eagerly waiting for it. But for my initial thoughts, I really like Android 11. Do let me know what you think down in the comments section. As usual, thanks for watching.